so we're going to do another syllable assignment like we did before, because based on your phonics inventory, one issue we were having was with the consonant plus the LE syllables. So we are going to practice that today. First thing I want to do is the paper that's in front of you has a list of 10 words, and it asks you to divide it into first, second, and third syllables, and then write it. So not all words are going to have multiple syllables or even 3 syllables, but we need to determine how many. Now, one thing I like to do is clap it out as I'm saying it to really determine what goes where. So, for instance, the first one, uncle, I would do uncle. All right, so then in that first box there, I'm going to write UN, because that was the first part. First syllable I got was un. And cul was the second part, so then I'm going to write that CLE. I'm not going to have anything in the third, so if you prefer to put a dash there, that's absolutely fine. And then I'm going to write the whole word out on the right-hand side there. That way I've also practiced spelling. Okay, anybody confused, questions? All right, so let's try the next one together. What is the word?
Trouble.
Trouble. All right, so let's, everybody put your pens down. Let's try this out. Ready? Go.
Trouble.
Okay, so how many syllables do we have?
2.
2. All right, so what would be the first part?
Trouble.
T-O-T-R-O-U.
T-R-O-U. And then
Okay.
second one.
Trouble. All right, and so do we have a third? No. And then we spell it all out. All right, so now I want you to try the third one on your own. So silently on your own, practice clapping it out and then writing it out and see what you come up with. Alright, I can see different things already. So how many syllables did we come up with?
2.
2. Alright, so what did we have? We went bubble. Now some of you I think went bu and then bull. Some of y'all went bub bull. So which would be the correct?
Bubble.
Because how do you say the word? Bubble.
Bubble.
Bubble. So bubble. Bubble.
Hold on, bubble?
Bubble.
So it's B.
Bubble.
Hold on.
I did that.
Bubble.
Yeah.
Alright?
Yes.
So we got that correct?
Yep.
Alright, so if you need to make corrections, now's the time.
I know.
That's one of those things you really have to listen for to make sure. Okay? So let's try the next one. Let's try it again. You go ahead and do it silently on your own. Try to small this up and we can scratch it out or whatever you need to do. Ooh, bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, some of them do see tricky, and that's the thing. These are skills that we may have did like in elementary, and I know some of us with this double promotion just were in 5th grade last year. So, you know, these might have been the skills we got, or maybe we missed them along the way because they're not necessarily skills we practice at the upper levels, but we need them. And the sooner we figure it out, that'll help us with our vocabulary along with our comprehension. All right, so what's the word? Wrinkle. All right, so how many syllables did we clap? Wrinkle. 2. All right, so what was our first syllable?
W-R-I-N.
And then the second?
K-L-E.
All right, awesome, guys. All right, so let's, I'm going to give you a few minutes to finish doing the rest on your own and see what you come up with. You only have a few more. So take your time. Clap it out. I always like clapping it out. Some people think that's childish, but honestly, it helps. Because even I do it sometimes when I'm not sure what I'm doing here.
What's it on sound?
Well, then that's
Trying.
remember, it might not be 2 syllables. It could be up to 3. Otherwise, I had another box.
Michaela, please report to the main office immediately. Michaela, please report to the main office.
Alright.
How you spell this one?
Break it down. Just like you would do with the syllables, break it down when you're saying it as well. So that's another thing. If you don't know how to say the word, if you clap out the syllables, sometimes that helps you understand what the word is and be able to say it correctly. Because some of these words do get a little advanced. Because I know when I get some big words, I'm like having to sit there and clap it out and think about it and make sure if I'm saying it correctly. So the same skill of clapping it out or trying to say it like that in my head, if nothing else, I do the same thing. We're gonna go over them, so don't worry, because I can see some confusion, and we hadn't done the 3-syllable one yet, so I think some of you are getting caught at the 3 syllables. Alright, so if we look at the number 5, what is number 5?
Triangle.
Triangle. So let's clap it out. Triangle. So we have how many syllables?
3.
3. So the first one would be what?
Try.
T-R-I for try. The second would be
A-N.
A-N, and the third?
G-L-E.
G-L-E, triangle, right? So it's the same thing like when you're trying to pronounce words, we're doing the same thing, breaking them up into syllables. All right, what about number 6? Obstacle. Obstacle.
O-B. You said A-B.
All right, so hold on. Let Juan break this one down. What's the first one?
O-B.
Okay, second?
S-T-A.
Third?
C-L-E.
Good. Good, good, good. All right, number 7 is tentacle.
Tentacle.
All right, so you go ahead and break that one up for me. What's the first?
T-E-N.
Okay.
T-A.
Okay.
C-L-E.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Yep. 3 syllables. Tentacle. All right. Example. Jacob, do this one for me.
E-M-A-M-P-L-E.
So it's how many syllables? 3. Example.
On the second symbol is A-M-P.
All right. So break it down again. First syllable is what?
E-X.
All right. Second is what?
A-M-P.
I thought it was just A-M.
A-M.
Just A-M.
A-M.
Example. So the P-L-E. Yep. All right. And all right, bicycle. Daryl, you want to take this one?
Bicycle.
All right. B-I.
C-L-E.
Bicycle. So I would say,
The C supposed to go in second.
I say the C. So you got bicycle.
Because it's L-E.
Because the L is on its own, yeah. So you have B-I, which we know B-I means 2, bi means 2. Sight, C-Y-C, and then L-E. And then the last one is castle. Alright, so then we're back to the 2 syllables. Alright, so how we feel about this? Alright, not too bad? Alright, so the next thing I want to go over, you hold on to your papers until the end, is I want to go over open syllables compared to the consonant LE syllables that we're practicing now. Alright, so at the bottom of this page, you're going to see a word bank. Alright, so we need to figure which of these fall into the open syllable category and which, ooh, bless you,
Thank you.
and which one of these fall in the consonant LE. Alright, so if you notice under open syllables, it says in these words, the first syllable is open. in the consonant plus LE, these words, the last syllable is the consonant plus LE. Alright, so let's look at the first word. We have the word lilac.
Let's go to.
Okay, that's a.
So lilac, I know that if I'm looking for the LE, the consonant from the LE, there is no consonant LE in lilac. So it would be an open syllable, so I'm going to write lilac under the open syllable. Alright, the word right underneath it, we're just going to go up and down as we go to, left to right, would be miracle, so miracle. Alright, so I have 3 syllables, and I see the LE. Yeah, I've got the consonant plus the LE, so that would be, yes. Most definitely. Alright, so let's try the next one together. The next word is what?
Yogurt.
Yogurt, yes. Which is how many syllables? 2. Alright, so is it a open syllable or a consonant plus LE?
Open.
Okay, awesome. So we're going to put yogurt front open. Alright, oh, this one's sweet. That's easy. We've done it. Alright, the next word is what?
Tentacle.
Tentacle, yes. How many syllables? 3. And it is which one?
Close.
Yes.
Close.
It is
Last.
the consonant plus
Last.
LE. Most definitely.
Frozen.
Alright, let's try the next one. Frozen would be what?
Frozen.
Open.
Alright?
So if it's 2 or like open, if it's 2 of them, you go to open. If it's
No, it doesn't matter the number of syllables. It depends on if it's a LE syllable. Open is just the first syllable, like Lyle or yo. It just kind of keeps
So
going.
you saying these 2 go right here because you got the LE.
I'm asking you.
Yes, because you got the
Okay, so let's go through.
Uncle go to.
Yes,
Close.
They got the
uncle. Uncle. Alright, so now that we've done those together, I'm going to let you, on your own, finish the rest. And let's see what we come up with.
Teachers and students, please excuse this interruption. We are so excited that we are having our first of many social events of the school year. Last week, I made one announcement asking for teachers to chart their students who earned 2 achieved articles with 75% or higher on the first time around. And thanks to Ms. Gardner, she sent 7 7th grade list. And those students, you should know who you are. But quickly, I have Kanaya Hosendorf, Bryson Hunter, Tayana Polite, Kivia Stillwell, Shania Walker, Chanel Walker, Tony Ashley,
Keep writing.
Brian Brown, Perryon Brown, Leticia Casino, Lester Dix, Christopher Morales, Eric Rosales, Caitlin Shorter, Jeremiah Williams, Natalia Younger, Aaron Andrews, Jocelyn Bowen, Jerisha Bullard, Amaya Jolla, Aaron Johnson, Christopher Lima, Isaiah McCall, Shemaya Rouse, Hannah Stevens, Kenneth Burnett, Alex Epperson, Willie Christopher, Paris Moss, Markayla Bell, and there were some specific students that I gave permission to from elementary. They should know who they are. From those classes, you are now invited to the first ice cream social. Thank you for being stellar leaders and students on the grind, grinding beyond the red zone. Remember, you never know when the next opportunity is coming. We're going to meet in the cafeteria today for our first social.
Oh.
Let's come eat.
It was going to be in the media center, but I was wondering about that because we didn't want to get ice cream everywhere. So, and I'm guessing that she's got somebody in there with them because I'm supposed to be there too. So we're going to finish this first, and then I gotta go. Yes, go ahead. All right. So yeah, use the bathroom, and then we've still got some finishing up. No big deal. All right. So where are we at?
Cobra.
Cobra is what?
Open.
Okay. Music.
Open.
Obstacle.
Close.
Coco.
Open.
Dimple.
Close.
Pickle.
Close.
Moment.
Open.
Cuddle.
Close.
Alright. Alright, love it. Alright, so hold on to those. What I want to do is just move them off to the side real quick. I'm going to give you some words. They're a mixture of LE and the different syllables. So like controlled R and things like that. They're a variety. So I'm just going to randomly hand you some. And what I want you to do is to divide them into two piles. Alright? I want you to divide the ones that are, and lay them out. If you'll lay them out, let me show you. Lay them out where you've got them where I can see the words. So I'm going to have this one on this side, this one, maybe this one over here. So two nice little piles. And try to divide the syllables with LE. Yes.
Is there additionals?
No. Nope. I don't have any in here, I'm sorry. I used them all. So divide them into two piles. The LE syllables that we've been practicing, and then compared to the other ones, which I think most of the ones I gave you were controlled R. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to, thank you.
This one.
Like that?
Yes. So you're going to have one side that is LE and one side that is anything else. We'll take a minute, look over them and make sure. That I want to make sure and not all the colors be matchy-matchy. If you don't mind, I'm going to take a picture of some of y'all's, not your desk, not you, but your desk. That way I have these to give to her too. So she can't see the desk. That way I have some pictures to go along with it.
Oh, you got 10 minutes.
Ugh, glare. I laminated them so I could reuse them.
Pardon this interruption. ELA teachers, if you're available, please stop by the cafe. Thank you.
How did I know that was going to happen? Oh, it's busy. Oh, we're almost done though.
What's up, Captain?
Their ice cream party for the Achieve. She loves to point out that I'm the only one that submitted names. Alright. So I even took pictures. I can look at pictures. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, because some people were trying to, when I've done this before, they've tried to put the same colors together, thinking the same colors were all the right ones, and that's not the
That's right here
case.
first.
Alright, so the idea would be that any of them, like wrestle, treble, some of you might want to double check, because you should have one pile that's stuff that's not LE.
Oh, like that.
Yeah, there we go. So go ahead and fix that for me, Antoine.
They're like, if they got LE at the end,
The LE, the consonant plus LE. So when you say it, does it have that old sound? Eagle, wrestle, title, jungle, nature, lantern, doctor. You know, you gotta be able to tell the difference when you say them. So if you need to say them out loud, that is absolutely fine. So double check.
We ain't do ER. We not doing ER.
ER. Well, it's not ER. It's the other one that we're gonna do is gonna be the controlled R. So control R vowel will be another one we'll practice. And just like we did the drills yesterday, I'll do another. We'll do it after we finish through this lesson. I'll do another accuracy drill to see if y'all are picking up the words correctly compared to where we started as our pre-assessment. And then ideally, when we give the phonics assessment again, when y'all are doing the spelling here, and we're going to redo those next week actually, those assessments, then hopefully I'll see that y'all made some improvements through doing this. I'm excited. I want to see y'all have some growth. Alright, so we've been doing the reading comprehension like crazy, and even for me, this is something that I haven't done often because typically, like I said, you don't see this in the upper levels, so this is even new to me, and even I make mistakes. So. Alright, so it looks like we have everything corrected. Good job, guys. Okay, so if you want to gather those up and give those to me, we'll move on to the last activity. Alright, so I feel like y'all have a good handle on it. The misconceptions, I mean, is anybody still confused, or we feel like we've got it? Alright, so we feel good clapping it out, especially if we don't know a word, we can clap it out, we can determine the number of syllables, and we now recognize consonant LE syllables. Alright, so feel good about it. So if you will pass those this way for me. we're gonna do, we're gonna read a comprehension passage. This passage uses those LE consonants that we've been practicing, those syllables and consonant LEs. So what I want you to do is you're going to silently read the passage to yourself, all right, using the skills we've learned. And then on the right-hand side, you will have, if you've noticed, several questions for you to answer that go around the LE, all right? So some of it might ask you to use context clues to determine a word based on what you've read using the syllables and things like that, identifying different LE syllables. So feel free to write on those and mark as you're reading. All right, any questions, comments?